Hello, this is Jamie with Creations Misfit, and today I'm going to show you how to make these really cute and quick and easy dice bags, or you could use them for whatever you'd like, a trinket bag, stash bag, whatever. A few people had asked me if I could make a dice bag, so that's what I did, and they're really quick. They work up really easily. And what I used for this one was a peaches and cream stripy yarn. This is a different color, but this is the brand that I used, and it's a cotton yarn. You don't have to use cotton. You can just use whatever you have on hand. I just wouldn't use something too thin. I would use at least like a size 4 yarn. Today I'm going to use Mandala Ombre from Lion Brand, and this is the color Wonder, and this is an acrylic, I believe. Yeah, this is 100% acrylic, but it's kind of like no pill, so it doesn't have all the fuzzy stuff. But just use whatever you have on hand. And then I will be using a 4mm hook to make sure the stitches are tight enough to keep the bag closed. And you'll need a stitch marker, a pair of scissors, a yarn needle to sew in your ends. And then if you want to embellish with beads or something like that, you can, but it's not needed. So this is the bag, and then it has the little drawstring here. You can pull tight or loosen it up. So let's go ahead and make our bag. I always have to put a disclaimer up. I know that I sound nasally. I have sinus issues. If you don't want to listen to me, I'm going to have the whole pattern written on the screen. So you can just place me on mute and follow along on the screen. And you can also, if I'm going too fast or too slow, you can just change the speed of your video and the YouTube settings. You can go and either make the video faster or slower, or if you just need time to catch up, just place the video on pause and then come back and meet up with us. All right, so we are going to start with a magic circle, and I do have a video for that. If you need a little bit of extra help learning how to do it, I will put a little card up here. You can click on that, learn the magic circle, and come back. But it's really easy. You just place your yarn over your fingers like this, and then wrap it around and make an X here in the back, or on the top, I should say. And we're going to go underneath this first piece and over this one. And then just bring your hook up, kind of twist it a little bit, and that's your magic circle. And we're going to do a chain 1 from here. So you can just do it while it's on your hand. Just go under this piece and chain up 1, and then pull off of your hand, and you have a circle. And this strand here will tighten it up a little bit. Just don't close it all the way. Okay, so if you need a little extra help, just watch that again. Or if you really hate the magic circle, you can chain 4, slip stitch into the first chain, and that will also give you a circle. All right, so from here, for round 1, we're going to place 8 single crochet inside the circle. There's 1, 2, sorry if you can hear that train, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and then you will pull your circle closed tightly. And we're not going to slip stitch, we're just going to be working in the round. That's why we need a stitch marker. All right, so it should be looking something like this, and we'll go on to round 2. So for round 2, we're just going to increase in every stitch around. So we'll place 2 single crochet in every stitch around. And if you're having trouble seeing your stitches, just maybe count back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to get into that very first one. So we'll do a single crochet into the first one, and then mark that stitch so that you know where you're at when you come back around. And then we're going to place another single crochet into that same stitch because we're doing increases. So go right back into that same stitch and place another single crochet. And then we will just do 2 single crochet in every stitch around. So at the end of round 2, you will have 16 single crochet, and I'll meet you back after that. You can pause the video. Also, if this is coming loose, you can always just tighten it up. And once we get going, it will stay tightened. Okay, so I'll see you after round 2. Here we are after round 2, and we will go right on to round 3. So we will start with a single crochet in the first stitch, and we'll mark that. And then we're going to do an increase in the next stitch. So 2 single crochet in the very next stitch. So 1, 2, and then you're just going to repeat that pattern all the way around. You'll do 1 single crochet, and then you will increase in the next. And at the end of round 3, you should have 24 stitches. So go ahead and pause, and I'll see you after 3. Here we are after round 3, and we'll move right on to round 4. We will single crochet in the first 2 stitches, and then increase in the next stitch. So 2 single crochet in that, and then that will be your repeat pattern around: single crochet, increase. And at the end of round 4, we will have 32 stitches. Here we are after round 4, and we just have one more increase round. So for round 5, we will start with a single crochet in the first 3 stitches. I can't pick it up. And then we will increase after that. So let me get sorry. Okay, first 3 stitches and then an increase after that one. And that will be your repeat pattern around for round 5, and you will have 40 stitches at the end of this round. So I'll see you right back. All right, we are at the end of round 5, and for round 6, we're just going to do 1 single crochet in every stitch around, but we're going to go into the back loop only. So if you don't know about that back loop, like normally when we go through a stitch, we go through both loops like that. And then it has, like, this is the front loop here, and this is the back loop there. So we're just gonna we're just gonna do a single crochet in each of the back loops, and that leaves like a nice ribbing on the bottom here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it leaves like a little, you know, because we're pushing out, this is the front loop we're pushing out since we're going into the back loops. So it just makes it a little bit nicer looking. So for round 6, we will do that in every stitch around, and we'll have 40 stitches at the end. So you're just going to go into the back loop here and do your single crochet. Make sure that you're still working that one. And then you'll go into the next back loop and the next back loop, and we will just start to work our bag up now instead of making it any larger. But it might look like this is a really small bottom, but it will start to grow, so don't worry. All right, so go ahead and do your round 6 back loop only, single crochet around, and I'll see you right back. And here we are after round 6, so you should be able to see there's kind of like a nice ridge there. And we'll move on to round 7. So for rounds 7 through 19, it's going to be really easy. We're just going to place 1 single crochet in every stitch around, and you're going to go through both loops like a regular stitch now. So this will be round 7, and you're going to do 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. So we're basically building up the whole bag here. Whoops. Building up this whole part of the bag here. Okay, and then we'll be at the top. So go ahead and do rounds 7 through 19, 1 single crochet in every stitch around. You'll have 40 at the end of each. Just make sure that you're still marking your first stitch, because even if you're counting, you know, if somebody comes and says something to you, or your phone rings, or, you know, whatever, you could get thrown off and be like, oh no, where was I? So just make sure you keep marking your first stitch, and I'll see you after round 19. Welcome back after round 19. This is where we should be, somewhere around there. My yarn just started changing color right at the end of this one. So let's go on to round 20. We just have a few rounds left. So for round 20, we're going to start making this part here where we can weave our drawstring in through. So this is going to be a series of double crochets, and then we're going to skip one and then double crochet. But for the first part, we're going to, oh yeah, okay, sorry. All right, so the first one, we're going to do a double crochet in the very first stitch. And then we're going to chain 1, and you can mark that first double crochet, not the chain one, but the stitch. We're going to chain one and skip a stitch, and then we're going to double crochet into the next. And we'll just do that all the way around. Chain one, skip one, double crochet. Chain one, skip one, double crochet. And I'll just stay on and do this round with you. And I just want to say thanks so much for watching. I hope this is a helpful video, and I would love to hear how it worked out for you, or what you're making it for, who you're making it for, what yarns you used, what colors. I love to hear all of that stuff. So if you could leave a comment below and let me know, I will. I always read the comments. I always get back to everybody. And also, if you're not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you for future videos. But I also have a lot, like over 200 videos as of right now, which is March 2026. And I always have new videos coming out as well. So I'd love for you to take a look at some of my other ones. Maybe you would enjoy some of those. I have all different kinds of tutorials for big projects, small projects. Most are beginner friendly, or at least like a knowledgeable beginner could do them. And yeah, if you could like the video too, that helps. Like, I don't know, YouTube has like a weird algorithm. I mean, all the social media sites do, but sometimes my stuff doesn't get put in front of people, you know, that are even subscribed. And it seems like the more engagement you have, the more that they put it in front of different people. So any type of engagement is helpful, but I'd love to have you around. So if this was helpful, let me know. All right, then you're going to end with a chain one, and then we are going to go on to round 21. So for rounds 21 through 23, we are just going to do a single crochet in every stitch around. So go into that first stitch where we were marked there and do a single crochet. Okay, make sure you mark that stitch. And then you're going to do a single crochet, like this was the first stitch where we did our double from the last round, and then you have that chain one. So you can just go into that hole there, or that space, and do your next double crochet. And then you'll go into the stitch, the double crochet there, and do your single. I'm sorry, we're doing singles for this whole thing. And then go into the space and do another single, because we want to make sure that we get 40 stitches around still. So then you'll go into the double crochet and then go into the space. And just do that for this round. And then this is round 21. And then you'll do rounds 22 and 23. You will just go into the single crochets. I'll come back after this round 21. Okay, this is where we should be at the end of round 21. And for rounds 22 and 23, then you'll just do one single crochet into every stitch around. And you'll just go right into the regular single crochets that we just did. And you should have 40 after each round. Okay, so this is round 22. Do this one, and 23. And then we will meet back to tie off and do our little drawstring, and then we'll be finished. And we're back after round 23. So from here we can just tie off this yarn. I usually do a slip stitch into the next stitch, and then I chain one and cut my yarn. Just cut a little tail so that you can weave that in. And you'll also want to weave in the part down here. Okay, so don't forget about that. But I can do that off camera. All right, so from here you're going to do your drawstring. So if you're doing different color yarn, you know, maybe just choose whatever color you want for the drawstring. I'm just going to stick with yellow. And this is really easy. Just leave a little tail here at the end so that you can tie a knot at the end, or if you want to put on beads or anything like that, just leave a little tail, and then we'll do a slip knot. And we're going to chain up. It's up to you. I did 70 for this one. I chained 70, but I feel like these are a little bit long, so I think I'll do 60 for this next one. So I'm going to chain up 60, and you can do your chains and then we'll meet back up. So go ahead and pause the video and I'll see you soon. All right, I did my 60 chains, and from here you're just going to cut and leave a little tail again that you can tie a knot to or on, in, whatever, and then just pull through your last chain and tighten it. Okay, and then from here you're going to grab your needle and thread one side or the other. It doesn't matter which one. Oops, shoot. This yarn kind of split. Okay, there we go. And let me just zoom out a little bit here. And we're just going to weave this in and out of each of these. So just go under, over, under, and pull through. And you'll just do that all the way around. Sorry, hopefully you can see that. Just going under one and then over the next. Just keep pulling through until you get back to the other side. There we go. And there you have it. And you'll be able to pull those tightly. You can tie them, whatever you want to do. So from here, you can just leave it. I'm going to just tie mine in a knot. Or if you want to embellish it all, you can add beads or whatever you'd like. And this you can pull tight to close up your bag. I'll just show you how I do a bead on the beads on the end here. I gotta put this back on. I'm like, how did I do that again? Let's put this back on, and then I just put the two beads onto the needle here, pull them through. Oh shoot, I should have used a smaller needle. I forgot these. The holes on these are pretty small. Try this one. Shoot. These are pretty small. Alright, well, let's just do one. I'm so sorry. We'll just do one for now. And then you will just you'll just tie this in a knot. I usually have to knot it a few times here. I'm going to wait because I'm going to do another bead, but you just tie this in a knot, and then you can cut to whatever length you want. Like on this one, I just have a little bit underneath each knot here. And that's it. So that's your whole project. I hope that this worked out for you. And like I said, please like, comment, subscribe. I would love to see you in the next video and also on some of my other ones. And if you have any ideas for me, please leave them in the comment section below. But also let me know how this worked out for you and what yarns you used and what you're going to use the bag for. And I appreciate you being here. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you. Thank you. See you in the next one. Bye.